What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 20. So if you haven't seen the 20th episode of Season 6 of Tyler Perry's Sistas, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. And like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support your girl. It literally takes less than 4 seconds to do. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss whenever I post something. You'll be the first to know. And I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You're going to hear me say, you're going to hear me say so, you're going to hear me say like 1,000 times. It is what it is. I might stop to regain my thoughts. I'm going to definitely be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you would grade this episode of Tyler Perry's Sistas. What you thought about the episode. What I talk about. What I forgot anything. Off anything. All that good stuff. Comment below. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode. It was not bad. This episode was not bad. I would have to give it a B-. I ain't going to lie. Sistas, like I said, since the mid-season premiere of Sistas, it's been given a little bit. It's been given a little bit. Karen still ain't showing, but it's been given. So I'm going to give it a B-. I might change it. That's why I like to do my review. That's why I like to do my grades before and after my reviews. Because sometimes I change it as I'm going through the scenes and I realize, oh, that happened. So I might change it. But for right now, I'm going to do B-. If I change it, it ain't going to go up. I don't think I ever, no offense, I don't think I ever gave a Tyler Perry show a A. I think the last time I gave out A grades was when Snowfall and Power Ghost was on. Anyway, last chance. If you haven't seen Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 20, turn this video off. Because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. And I don't want to do that if you haven't seen it. Well, I'm going to do that. And if you haven't seen it, that's on you. Because I just told you, spoiler alert. So, let's get into it. The first scene is Danny getting home. You know, she was trying to avoid this conversation with Preston. So she gets home and she's still trying to avoid it. Preston wants to talk. And he wants to talk about what happened today. Like when he ran into her talking to Tony or whatever. Danny's like, I'm tired. After the shit that went down, we'll talk in the morning. Preston ain't really feeling it. They have a little back and forth, but I'm not about to write that. It was all repetitive shit. Tyler Perry's dialogue in his shows be repetitive, so I'm not about to. I didn't write too much. That's what he said. He said he wanted to talk. She said she was tired, and we'll talk in the morning. That was the gist of that scene. So then, Zatima, they arrive at Heather's place. And Heather is in there getting her arm wrapped by a EMT or something like that. So they immediately just asking, like, where's Michael at? And Heather's like, it's fine. I mean, he's fine. Like, why y'all here? Like, get the fuck out of my eye. Da, da, da. Y'all think that was an imitation? That's exactly how she sound. He fine. Why y'all here? Get that fuck out of my eye. So Fasim was like, all right, Zach, let's just leave. We I guess she told us the child was fine. They didn't even get a visual confirmation that the child was fine. She just kept saying he was fine. If I was Zach, I would have went in that back room, make sure my little boy was good. Like, what you mean? So Zach, he kind of hesitant. He like don't want to leave without Michael, even though Fasim is like suggesting it. So then the cops, they come in. They start questioning Heather. And then Heather's like, they don't live here. So, of course, they tell Zatima to leave. So then outside, the neighbor's like, I swear, if Heather talked to me like that again, I fuck her up for y'all. And Zach's like, please do. I will pay you. I'm starting to like this neighbor. I will pay you. They be funny. Like I said, Duvall, I don't know how to pronounce his real name. But he's the best actor on the show. And I feel like sometimes he be improv his stuff. I don't know. I feel like he probably one of the only improvers on the show. I don't know why I just get that feeling from him. Because he's just like a big personality to me. So, then we get this thing. I ain't gonna lie. This Karen's contractor, he's starting to weird me out. I just noticed I need to get my eyebrows. I ain't been having no money. I just bought these Christmas presents. But I'm gonna get my eyebrows touched up soon. Look at these Jones. Anyway. So the contractor, he calls Karen, tells her, like, okay, we ready to work on your shop and all that. If you could stop by so we can go over some details or whatever. So that part was weird anyway. So then he tells her, I kind of mentioned to my wife that you was expecting, so she put all these baby clothes in the car for you. And Karen's like, oh, it's nice, whatever, I'll accept them. Because he was like, I don't know if you want them or not. She's like, no, I'll take them, whatever. So then Karen calls Fatima and is like, basically tells her what's going on, like, contractor giving me all this kid stuff. I want to know if Zach wanted anything for little Michael. I'm like, I mean, I get you trying to be respectful, but why you couldn't call Zach? Why you call Fatima? You could have reached out to Zach for that. At some point, y'all gonna have to reach back out because y'all having this child together. So, like, girl, what are you doing? What did you call Fatima for? Fatima's like, okay, I'll ask Zach and let him know. And then I'm like, didn't he say he had baby clothes? Michael's like a toddler. I mean, Michael's like, I don't know how old Michael's supposed to be, but I was like, the stuff he giving you don't even look like it need to be for Michael. You just wanted a reason to reach out. Like, she thinks she's slick. Like, come on, Karen. That's how bitches be in real life. So that's one little aspect that I like that they did put into the show, that she trying to act like she calling about baby shit, but she really trying to call just to be in the mix of the team, basically. Don't try to act like it's nothing other than that, because that's what it is. That's the one, like, real aspect that really be happening. Because most of the shit on Tyler Perry's show, I'd be like, really? What? But like I always said, his stories and plots and stuff be bomb. Like, I'd be like, they be bomb, but the dialogue just be bad. I don't even think it'd be the actors. I just think it'd be the writing. But the stories be good. Like, what stuff be turning out to be, that'd be good. But just the talking, it just be too much. You sure? You sure? You sure? Well, okay. Well, okay. But are you sure? Like, so the next morning, Preston, he wakes up, he wakes Danny up, and he's like, I want to talk now before you go to work. Because first Danny was like, it's 2 hours, I only got to be work, why you waking me up? I was like, bitch, but you got up early the other day to go to work because you wanted to see Tony. And Preston caught on to that shit. He was like, you don't never get up this early to get to work on time. But now you talking about something, I got 2 hours for work, why you waking me up? So Preston flat out asked Danny, are you sleeping with Tony? Danny says no. Preston's like, do you want to? Danny's like, I just met Tony. So Preston's like, well, no offense, but you slept with men that you just met before. So Danny was like, oh, well, wow, you calling me a whore. That's crazy. He was like, I didn't never call you that. She's like, you calling me a whore. So she was like, what'd she say? If it's like that, then maybe I will sleep with Tony. So Preston was like, well, where did that leave us? And Danny was like, well, I don't know. You tell me. She always want him to you tell me. Girl, he is white. Well, he's supposed to be white on the show, but you know in real life, he's black. He's black. Like, he got a father as dark as motherfucking Akon. Probably not as dark as Akon. I ain't gonna say Akon, but he got a dark-skinned father. He's black, whatever. Or is he Dominican? I don't know, because if you watch my Baddies reviews, my Baddies East reviews, then you know that I have opinions about dark-skinned Dominicans saying nigga. But anyway, Preston is black in real life. But on this show, he's white. So you always talking about, you tell me. He's still learning your relationship. You the first black girl he been with. You said you was going to teach him or whatever. Taseki ass, whatever, if you know, you know. But anyway. So Preston's like, well, I think that means that you ain't ready to commit. He said the only reason you wanted to be with me is because that dude attacked you. He was like, if that dude didn't attack you, would I even be here? And I was like, damn. I was like, damn. So he was like, you could go be with whoever because I'm done. He was like, he always gonna love her, like, but he feel like she not gonna love him the way that he love her, and she know that and all that. They have a whole back and forth. Danny basically tries to like gaslight him, saying all types of that's what you do. You just love to run away when things get hard. Da 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 da. Just throwing everything back on him or whatever. Like anytime it gets frustrating, you run. Da da da. So they go back and forth, and then Preston leaves. That whole scene was long as fuck for no reason. Just like this scene. So Jordan, he calls Andy. And he basically apologized for not calling. Said he was dealing with his sister, with Penelope. She cried herself to sleep last night. But he was like, at least he just glad that at least she knows the truth. It's sad that she got a whole baby out the situation. I mean, not saying that babies are But I'm like, it's sad that she got a whole attachment with this nigga now for the rest of her life. That's why I said Andy kind of got off easy. She ain't got no kids. She ain't got no attachments or nothing. Only thing she got is that apartment and that car. But she can, like, return that shit for real. So Andy asked Jordan, like, how well do you know Andy asked Jordan, how well do you know Gary? So Jordan's like, well, we were just getting to know him as he got with my sister or whatever. So Andy apologized. She's like, tell your sister I'm so sorry. Jordan is like, well, she actually wants to talk to you in person if you're up to it. And Andy's like, oh, I'm going to have to get back to you on that. I'm just like, why? Why she need to talk to her? What? She found out all she needed to know. Danny spilled it all. What else do you need to talk to Andy about? So then Jordan tells her, like, I got a meeting up downtown near your job or whatever. You think I could take you to lunch? Andy's like, oh, I got to check my calendar. She acting like he asked about something in the next week or something, a couple days. Nigga, we talking about today. All you gotta do is page Fatima, ask her if you got a free lunch. The fuck, what? I was like, what? Your calendar? So anyway, Jordan, he apologizes for last night, and then they end the call. And then Karen comes in, says she came to check on her, but she really came to get that check for the contractor. So they talk a little bit, more about Gary's deception and Andy, her feeling the way that she feel. Karen telling her she's going to be all right. So then Andy gives her the check to pay the contractor, and Karen's like, well, I'm going to pay you back. And Andy's like, yeah, I know you ain't Danny. I was like, damn. They be just coming for Danny ass. They be coming for Danny. So Sabrina gets to Danny's house, and this is when Danny all of a sudden gets all emotional. Like she really gave a fuck about Preston. Crying like she was really upset about Preston. I don't even think she was crying because he broke up with her. I think she was crying because she finally free of him. That's what I felt like. But Sabrina comes in, Danny's upset, telling her about Preston dumping her and how he left or whatever. So Sabrina, she comforted her, being a good friend, saying she's sorry. And Danny told Sabrina, like, he called me a whore. And Sabrina's like, oh, he did? I'm like, he did not call you a goddamn whore, girl. So now Sabrina really ain't feeling Preston. She's like, oh, you're better than him anyway. You have to go to work and see Tony. So Sabrina tells Danny that she about to go talk to her boss about about possibly getting her job back. And Danny tells her, like, call me, tell me how that goes. Because I ain't got no money for you, so I hope you get it back. Danny be keeping it real, but then she be aggy too. So the next morning, Fatima tells... See, you see that? You see how many times I just said the next morning? I just realized. I just said the next morning like 3... So how come all these days be going by? Oh, no, it was the same morning. It was the same morning. My bad. Dang, I was about to say, how all these days going by and Karen ain't showing yet? But I realized, because I said the next morning when Preston and them woke up. And this is the same morning. Fatima wakes up. I was about to get real active, like, how? But anyway, so it's the same morning. Yeah, whatever. So Fatima, she come downstairs. She tells Zach that the lawyer is meeting with the judge as they speak. And they need to go meet him at his office as soon as he get out or whatever. Zach been up all night moping about Michael or whatever. A couple of compliments. How did I get so lucky with you, Fatima? I cooked breakfast, but I can't eat. All that back and forth or whatever. And then Fatima tells Zach about Karen's call and her offer to give up the kids' clothes or whatever. Zach was like, you think we on a good track with Karen now? And Fatima's like, time will tell. So it seems like they probably going to take the kids' stuff. So right before Danny goes into work, she's outside. Tony comes over. They basically talk about, like, we dangerous together. Like, we was ready to get active last night. I was like, they kind of cute. Danny irritates me, but that little scene was cute. I was like, they kind of look like they made for each other. And then it turns out, this nigga is not even just the airport employee. He's the VP. He's the VP of the airline. He was like, sometimes he just works with the lower, like with Danny and them, the flight attendants or whatever, to basically humanize itself and learn the day-to-day, like know the whole ins and outs of the company or whatever. I was like, damn, so this nigga was the VP the whole time. And then she was like, well, why you drive that big bucket-ass van? And then he was like, his father left it to him before he died. He was a great man. And he drive it to remind him of him. He was like, I got 2 cars, but I like to drive that car. So he coming off appealing to Danny. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of here for it, but what's gonna happen when Danny meets somebody else that start flirting with her? I don't know. Can we for once see a girl get flirted with on the Tyler Perry show and she don't go for him? Because every time these bitches get flirted with, they go for him. So Karen, she gets to her shop. The contractor, he gets the things, the baby things out for Karen. And then he starts telling her that he knows that her landlord is a slimy nigga, and he got this building that he built, and he knows the owner is having financial troubles, and he suggests that Karen buy it. I think it's some type of strip mall or something. He tells her the cost would be the same amount that she pays rent for her salon. So he like, just come with me to check it out or whatever. So Karen was like, well, let me get in the car, and he was like, oh no, just ride with me. He was like, just ride with me. He was like, what, you don't trust me? He coming off creepy. I don't know. And she was like, I don't want to ride. Your wife might think something you got a stranger in your car. She was like, oh no, she not like that. She know I wouldn't cheat. We not like that. I don't know. You coming off weird because you're not married, but you keep coming on like a weird nigga. I don't know. I hope don't nothing happen to Karen. Even though I can't stand Karen, I hope don't nothing happen to her. Did y'all notice that he didn't have no tags on his car? I don't know. Then it's like you want her to ride with you. I'm like, I hope he ain't about to take her and kidnap her or something. Oh my goodness. Because I just don't. This nigga's coming off as a creep. He coming off creepy. And then it's crazy because you call her and you say, hey, we ready to work on the shop. Could you stop by? And then she gets there and you trying to take her to another location and get her to buy it. So that's another confusing thing. I don't know. And you know the contractor is played by, I don't know his real name. But he's the voice of Simba in The Lion King. Baby Simba. He sings that I Can't Wait to Be King. And he played on Smart Guy. And he played on ATL as Teddy. And he plays on The Shy as Rashad. But I don't know his real name. But if y'all watch those shows and y'all know that character, you know who I'm talking about. That's who the contractor is played by. He coming off as a creep though. And I'm good when Pam was talking about him before we got introduced to him. She was like, hey, contractor fine. And then it was this nigga. Not saying he ugly, but it was just like, this nigga. We can watch him grow up. Like, I know he older than me, but it's like, I'm gonna watch this nigga grow up from a teen or whatever. He was cute as a mug on Smart Guy. I ain't gonna lie, he was. I don't know. I don't know. He ain't really that attractive to me. I'm sorry. Maybe he fine to other people. Whatever. So we get this final scene as Tamira is walking Hayden out to go to work. Gary approaches them with an envelope. He's like, I need to talk to you, Hayden. So, Hayden's like, you ain't gonna speak to my lady? Gary's like, hey, Tamira. So Tamira, I don't remember what she said, something like salty or whatever. She goes back in the house. Gary hands Hayden the envelope, like, you need to read this or whatever. He's like, my PI finally got back to me. So Hayden opens the envelope, and Gary explains that the paper says Tamira was a plant by Fatima, and that Tamira works for Fatima's cousin, Madam, Madam from All the Queen's Men. I don't watch that show, so. But she made an appearance on one episode, so we know who she is. She made an episode. She made an appearance on an episode, so, and she had an appearance on Fatima too, so. So yeah, and that's how it ended, because Hayden sees that and he's like, oh, I'm gonna unleash hell on her. I don't know if he's talking about Tamira or Fatima or both. But I was just like, dang, like all these episodes later, I thought Gary gave up on that. Because at one point, Gary told Hayden that his PI didn't find anything on Tamira. At one point, he did. But I think he did tell him that that his PI was gonna keep digging. I think he did say that. I don't remember. I can't remember for sure. But that's how the episode ended, and I was just like, damn, Tamara about to get it. Tamara about to get it. He about to play with her ass. I don't know, though, because Hayden sprung. Who's to say they might not team up and take Fatima down? But yeah, B-. It was a good episode. Because I didn't even think they was going to bring this storyline back. I thought Hayden was just hit with her. She was going to serve her 6 months and get that alimony or whatever that stuff is you get when you stay 6 months, whatever that agreement they got. But I didn't think it was going to get to this. But like I said, like predictions for episodes to come, like I don't know. I think the contractor is sketchy. Tamara about to get it. We saw Hayden approach Fatima in the next episode, Zatima, because Zach was ready to get his ass too. So we gonna see what's gonna happen with that. I wonder what he gonna do with Tamara though. Like what's gonna happen with that situation. And we didn't get no more Reese or Calvin this episode, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. What else? Oh, let's hope Sabrina get her job back. We don't really care. Like Sabrina's like if Sabrina left the show, I mean, we wouldn't really miss anything. I'm sorry. Like Sabrina's storyline kind of over. Like her case got dropped. She ain't dealing with the African no more. Where's Calvin? He wasn't in this episode, so she's starting to talk to Rich. I mean, I guess that's what we're going to see. I don't know, but I mean, they gave her a scene next episode where talking to her boss, so I guess it's going to be something. The boss kind of pipe up like, I'm surprised. I mean, I'm something. I don't remember what she said, but those are my little thoughts, predictions, what have you nots, or whatever, for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review, and comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode, what I talk about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, all that good stuff. Comment below. And the questions that I asked throughout the episode, comment and answer them for me if you know. And, yeah, like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, because I don't only review this show. I review other shows as well. Like Tyler Perry's The Oval. I just did the review of that. So if you watch that show, go check that out as well. And I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.